you. Hail to the king! All right. If the handsome fella smiles at you, what harm will a little flirting do? If he steals a kiss, don't get sore. Remember, honey, you got plenty more. How to catch a man. Women's always asking me, how do you catch a man? Catch him if you can with a mini pearl play. Well, hog time. That's how you gotta catch a man. But oh, this handsome man, he's just gonna sit right here and I don't want to tell you what I do before I leave here tonight.
Joyous occasion. I assure you I'm going to enjoy it. For a little while anyways, till he gets his revenge. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Rachel Webb. I've been part of the Spanish Trail Playhouse for about 4 years now. I've served as the musical director, the business secretary, part of the cleaning crew, the technical crew, the building crew, the peacekeeper, the blame taker, the gopher, the therapist, the sounding board, Kevin's right hand, his left hand. I'm always there when he needs another foot in his mouth. I'm the one who takes what he really wants to say and makes it politically correct. I'm also Barbara Russell's adopted daughter. Most days she'd claim she'd rather have me as her child than Kevin because I'm the good child. So what can you say about a man who is admired, revered, and loved by everyone? I can start by saying he's not the man we're honoring here tonight. There's no middle ground with this guy. You either hate him or you detest him. It gets better. I've been working on this for weeks. When Mama Barbara asked me to speak at this roast, I jumped, no, I leaped at the opportunity. I mean, who else knows Kevin as good as I do? Why, if you believe most of the gossip of Washington County, we've been dating over 4 years. Well, my engagement ring already a cheapskate. Of course, I could never be in a relationship with Kevin. Besides the fact that we're practically family, I never know who I was dating. Excuse me. I get all clamped up in here. If ever there was a poster child for multiple personality disorder, Kevin Russell's life-size image would be on every psychiatrist's wall across the country. Of course, with that many personalities, at least you're never alone. Some people would say the definition of a good actor is someone who tries hard to be everybody but himself. In your case, I don't think that takes much trying. With that many voices and characters inside of your head fighting to get out, there's no acting required. You do know that Kevin auditioned for a role at Walt Disney World, right? Yeah, right after college. He auditioned for a part in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but there was a height requirement. Bless his heart. Nana has to sew cuffs in his underwear so he doesn't trip on them. He sure has its perks. I mean, he gets a heck of a deal on his khakis at Baby Gap. But don't let his size fool you. What he lacks in stature, he makes up for in ego. I mean, this guy's a legend in his own mind and must be the center of attention wherever he goes. True statement. If he were half as important as he thinks he is, he'd have his own Secret Service detail. He does have quite a following, though. Everywhere he goes, he's surrounded by women. It's a shame the only women interested in Euro 70. I'm not saying that he acts like an old fart, but that medallion that he wears so proudly on his neck, show him. Show him.
I'm not wearing it.
That's because there's plenty of people here. It has a direct connection to Life Alert. He's going to be a rich old fart, though. He has stock in the Kotex Corporation because he's on the rag more than any woman I know. Maybe that's because you really were supposed to be a woman. I mean, you spend more time in a dress and heels than half the women in Washington County. Have better legs than
half of your project.
have better legs than most of them too.
Yes.
Yet every time he goes out for the Wausau Possum King contest, he wins without even wearing a costume. I'm not saying he's ugly, but when he was a baby, Mama Barbara used to take him to work with her just so she didn't have to kiss him goodbye. But his looks haven't seemed to hold him back. I hear Kevin Shower's quite famous. Hollywood took one look at his hairy self and chose to film Gorillas in the Mist there. No, really. Kevin has the body of a god. Buddha. Seriously, he's starting to look like a 90-year-old woman with everything going south. And just like the old fart that he is, Lord knows he always has to be right. Try directing a production with him. He thinks it's his way or the highway. Cast members learned really quick that it was completely normal for Kevin and I to have an arguing match in the middle of rehearsal. It was always the same problem. He thought he was God and I disagreed. As an audience member, though, you will find it's best to watch him perform in high def. To enjoy it, you have to be high or deaf. He's a great director, though. He never has to take work home with him. That's because we do all the work. But Lord knows he'll take all the credit. And it's usually because he procrastinated until the night before. Don't worry, I'll never tell which assignments I did. But talk, give him a minute, he'll take an hour. The boy can out-talk and echo. But don't count on him to be the caring and sensitive one. The only way that we know he actually has a heart beating in his chest is because it has a condition. And you can always guarantee that Kevin will always find something wrong with everything. Always. Mr. Pessimist himself. But all kidding aside, I am proud to be friends with Kevin Russell. We've been to hell and back side by side in the past 4 years. Throughout this time, I've learned that if you can laugh with a person, you can work with a person. And there are many, many, many echoes of both laughter and tears within the walls of Spanish Trail Playhouse. Late nights of planning, creating, brainstorming, discussing, painting, building, or simply just venting frustrations to keep from losing our minds. Those have helped to forge a friendship that's grown stronger with each production. 19 productions together in 4 years. I think we're stupid. Not to mention all the other church and community functions. Kevin, you truly are like a brother to me, and I'm honored to be considered so. It has been said that making your good times count and not forgetting your bad times make the man successful. In your case, truer words were never spoken. Your dream and your dedication have made such a difference in every person that's ever walked through the doors of the Spanish Trail Playhouse. As a staff member, a cast member, a board member, or simply an audience member. And you know you have made a difference in mine. In spite of all the short jokes, even the smallest person can change the course of the future. He who feels he's too small to make a difference has never been bitten by a mosquito. This mosquito has made a big difference in Washington County, and I look forward to watching you grow and achieve the success you deserve. I love you, Kevin, and look forward to the good times to come.